Hello, everyone. Today we have with us Jenny. Thank you for coming. She is a trader and she come a really long way. She started from the bottom like an unexperienced trader, but now she created a whole community for herself. So hello, Jenny.
Hi, thank you for inviting.
It's 11 a.m. and you have already had a few check-in calls with your team. So what do you have for breakfast?
Oh, positive energy, actually. So it might sound kind of weird, but I'm one of those people who just feel more productive in the morning. And we have already had few check-in calls with my students, and we discussed some plans and strategies for the whole week. So I'm full of energy and ready to work. Yeah.
So do you eat energy?
No. Okay, answering your question, I usually try to follow the diet. So my breakfast is toast with avocado, salmon, and orange fresh, usually.
So, next question. The field of trading is almost mystical and shrouded in many myths. For example, the trader's lifestyle that we know from Instagram is the life of endless partying, luxurious life. How much of what is shown in those videos do you trace in your daily life?
Okay, how about this? The best thing in being a trader is about its lifestyle. So it's about your independence, financial independence and personal independence. So I've been planning my working days for about 5 years already. And without all of these bosses and waking up at 5 a.m. hating my own life. Yeah. So I can focus on things that I really love, and that's amazing in trading for me. And speaking about those pictures on the net about the traders who has spotting and so on, it seems hilarious to me actually sometimes. Because there are only 22 hours in a day, and 14 of them I work. So me and any normal trader usually don't have time to party on yachts or in clubs because, but I'm a big fan of restaurants, and thanks God in Copenhagen we have a lot of places to have proper meal to go out. And actually, I like traveling a lot. I like exploring new things, but I managed to combine my trips with my work. So, yeah. So don't believe, guys. Don't believe in those pictures from the net, so in those parties, because trading requires responsibility, and that's what usually bloggers keep silent about.
Let's talk about your trading community now. Why did you decide to work specifically with students? Also, how is your integration for a role of mentor is going? How is your group developing? And what financial successes are your students achieving? And the last question, how do you become a member?
Oh, there are lots of questions. Okay, I can speak about trading for hours, so that's okay. I've decided to create my own community actually when I was studying at school, and I decided to borrow some of my teachers' teaching techniques and got rid of the mistakes, of the faults that have maximized the benefits, and put everything into practice, and it worked. Actually, then I was developing this system for 2 years when I decided that I'm ready to work with people. So soon it will be 2 years since I've created my own community, my trading community, and for this time we managed to build the community of hardworking, energetic, and positive people. So I'm really proud of it, and I really appreciate it. Don't get me wrong, I love the process. That's why I consider myself as a good mentor. So I actually have a lot of thankful messages. So
Is it possible to see some of them?
Yeah, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yep,
Mm-hmm.
one of them.
So Derek Jones just written, Jenny, the results have just arrived. 7 sessions and $1,400. Thanks. Can't wait for the evening sessions. Oh, that's really sweet.
Yeah, that warmed my heart.
So I myself want to join already. Is it possible?
Yeah, sure. You can join anytime.
Speaking of this, you have 30,000 subscribers already.
Yeah.
How can a person join your channel?
So it's kind of easy. I think under this video or somewhere here will be the link. So you can follow it and write me to join the channel.
That is really impressive. Coming to the next question. But is everything so unambiguous? Isn't trading a pretty risky sphere because many people come to the market and just lose their hard-earned money? What can you say to people who are afraid and do not understand how to start trading?
Oh yeah, it's like a basis, without understanding, trader can't exist as a trader. So whether you are a beginner or a pro, it is really important to find the right approach to trading. So I never tire of repeating that the main thing is to focus on the process fully and keep the rhythm of practice. So deal is a deal, but one can't do it without the right strategy, without the right approach, and without focusing on. So I agree with those people who beware of trading and its stability because trading is built on risk. And when you know the working tools and strategies, you can turn this risk into a stable income.
So what advice can you give?
So practice a lot, practice every day, and focus on the market.
But going deeper into the topic, I would like to ask, where are the most profitable areas of trading at the moment? What would you single out as promising and vice versa? What should you stay away from?
Okay, the crypto market is pretty valuable right now. So in my experience, it is in a highest position right now. And while the cycle hasn't finished yet, one can have a great opportunity to earn pretty good money, which can change his or her life. Also, I think I should point out the gold because it's pretty stable, and we've made a lot of money with my students on this. And the most perspective for today is stock trading, I guess. It's more about playing in the long term and a good way to invest your savings. So I'll show you an example. For example, Apple shares. It rose up for the last 5 years up to 249%, and for example, Microsoft to 376%. So it's a simple mathematics. Yeah, pretty good. So play in the long term.
Let's talk about numbers now. What do you think is the optimal amount of assets to invest at the start? What sums do you manage and how do you feel when you have big losses, if any, of course?
And the worst type of trading is blind trading. So if you don't understand the basics of the market, if you don't understand the rules, don't play. So the result won't satisfy you ever. And it is really important to find a good mentor. So if you don't have, don't stay away. So to say, even if you have a good mentor, so you can, yeah.
I guess we can find a good mentor in your group chat, right? Yeah, okay, that's good. So let's talk about numbers now. What do you think is the optimal amount of investment at the beginning? And what sums do you manage and how do you feel when you have big losses, if you have any?
Yeah, I've learned from trading how to treat numbers, and that's just a tool. So the beauty of trading is in its falls and rises. So there are not many spheres that can help you with turning $100 into 1,000 just for 1 hour in a working day. So everything is up to you, and the difference is only in the amount of the profit. So would it be $20 or $200? So trading is the major, and I want to develop in this sphere. And the profits of $1,000 seems kind of like can't commit.
So you don't lose at all.
Of course I do. And especially at the beginning of my trading journey. So I've lost a lot and I felt angry and empty. But I can say for sure that if you manage to turn these turn those negative emotions into a lesson and correct the mistakes, you'll win. You'll win.
Coming back to the question of stereotypes and how social media creates a false picture of trading, please recommend literature and films from which a completely unsophisticated person can learn about the world of trading, how it is, and everything.
So I really advise you to read Alexander Elder's works, especially How to Play and Win on the Stock Exchange, and actually also Michael Koval, Turtle Trader. So these books will give you a simple understanding of the trading, and it will give you the general ideas, but they are pretty particular. And actually, it will show you an interesting way of thinking. From the movie, I would recommend you actually the classics. So it's a Wall Street, and Wall Street money never sleeps. So it's like a base. And pretty interesting words, pretty interesting with a good actors. And I will be happy to discuss about these films in my Telegram channel.
So, as far as I understand, trading is about everyday work, and it also quite analytical work it is. So it's not creative at all. And how do you manage burnout and all those things? Do you even have burnout sometimes? I would like to know about this.
Oh yeah, that's a really good question. Actually, I felt burned out like many times actually, and especially at the beginning of my way as a trader. So that's the feeling when you don't see result and you just feel empty and angry with all of these losses. But it was really hard to push yourself further and find motivation. Now everything is alright with my motivation. I found it actually in my people. So I really like sharing my experience and understand that it helps somebody. So I felt joy for the first time, not when I got my first income, not my first profit, but when I got my first thank you. So it's like a really boost to me. I really love this, maybe the best part of my job.
It sounds really good for kind of this way of thinking for a mentor. Really nice. Could you share some of those projects with us, maybe?
Yeah, sure. For example, we have a trading school in project. So it's like an education with lessons and exercises, and we have been creating it for half a year, and it will come out this year. So in the second part of the year, and actually it's absolutely free, guys.
Really? Is this some sort of charity work? Is there a catch, maybe?
No. So that's not the point. The point is to track the prospective traders and invite them work with me next time. So I like playing in the long term. Yeah.
So thank you so much for coming. Guys, it was Jenny. You can find her on Telegram, on YouTube, subscribe. She's a really good trader. So thank you again for coming. I would like to take an interview again with you.